Hey guys, I'm doing another car review video today. I'm actually in Coolangatta in Queensland at the moment. I decided to take a bit of a holiday for myself and all that, and I managed to hire a car, and the car here is a 2015, I'm not sure of the year, Hyundai Veloster. Yeah, this is a 1.6 litre GDI engine. This is only the naturally aspirated version, no turbo with this particular example. This comes with the 6-speed automatic, Triptonic, and unlike most Triptonic cars, to go a gear up, you have to push the shifter up, which is kind of unusual compared to my BA, which is if you want to go a gear up, you actually push it down towards you. Blech. Can't talk like normal. But however, it's also got your gear selected flappers, which I call them. I keep forgetting the name of the actual term. What you call these flappers? Put it down in the link right here. Yeah, I did prepare this video that you can shift gears and whatnot. What else? If you go have a look at here, I'll just put it into the on position. Here's the welcome sign for Hyundai. Turn off the fan. Actually, turn it off altogether. Over here, you've got your rev counter and your speedo. And in the middle, you have your odometer, your what current gear you're at, and your temperature gauge, which I like that Hyundai included in this car, and the fuel gauge. Underneath there, that's your trip curve, which shows you the current usage of the fuel, what you're using at the moment. If you click here, that tells you, I think that tells you how much till your next service. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll have to do some more reading up on that if I don't include it in the comments. That tells you how long you've been driving. That tells you how much oil it uses, which is very interesting. So this car's not using any oil, which is not surprising. Considering this car's got 38,000 Ks on the clock. This tells you this is your trip, what you've set. You've got 2 of them. That tells you the distance you've got to an empty tank. That tells you your average fuel count. And back where we are. I do also like this really display. Hyundai did a really good job laying it out and all that. Over here are your buttons on the steering wheel. So these buttons are mainly used for the radio. So this is the button which you can switch from FM, AM, CD. This car still's got a CD player in it. Many cars, including Hyundai's newer cars, are now discontinuing with the CD player. Your volume up and down switch, and to change your track balance and all that. Here is your Bluetooth call function. So when you get a call, you press this button to answer a call, this button to hang up. These are your trip buttons which I've set, and to reset your own trip counter, you just press this button to do so. There's your cruise control. That's to turn on the cruise control. And the way I've just figured it out is when you want to actually set the cruise control to go, you have to push it down to actually set it, which actually says it right there, which I just discovered right now. Yeah, so that's to go up speed, that's to go down speed, and that's to cancel the speed, cancel your cruise control, I'm sorry. Over here are your various function buttons and all that. That's to alright, you got your function buttons here. That's to dim the instrument lights and whatnot, or make it more brighter and all that. This is actually a very bright cluster at night. I've got to tell you that Hyundai made it. It's actually really easy to see at night. Over here, you turn your traction control off, and one interesting about this button is, unlike most cars which you have to hold a few minutes to turn off your traction control, you just press it like just first go, and it turns it off for you. Turn off, turn on. You don't have to hold it for like 10 seconds to turn off. That's to turn off your rear parking sensors and all that. This car has rear parking sensors and all that. And that switch over there, that tilts the headlights to your desired position. So if you want to tilt it upwards or whatnot, that's the control that does it for you over there. Over here is the head unit and air conditioning control area. So if you turn this on,
has accused the coalition of trying to score Tony Abbott like.
You've got your GPS. This car's got built-in GPS, which I found very useful and all that. Considering I'm not from Queensland, I'm actually from Victoria. This has been really helpful. This is your information button, which you can create your own route and all that. FM radio, so you've got your list here. FMs, stations and all that. Options, which scans for all the radio stations nearby. They're telling me my phone can't connect to Bluetooth because I've turned Bluetooth off. Presets and so forth. To get to AM, you just press this button and that takes you to AM as well. Media, you've got it has no devices plugged in, so this is where you can plug into AUX, your iPhone, your iPod, Bluetooth, so forth. This button turns off the display at night time, so like so, that turns off the display. The map button shows you the GPS function, and to set it up, you go to navigation, find, and then so forth. That also is your phone button and whatnot, and yeah. So there's your settings area, so that button does your settings and all that. This is another information button and all that. That speaks to you, like if you want to go somewhere, hold on, just lost my thought. That tells you like the next direction and all that. So for example, if you're cruising down the highway and all that and you don't know when the next turn off is, you just press that button and it will tell you when it's the next turn off, for example. Down here is your various modes and all that for your air conditioning. So that turns off your air conditioning, that turns on your automatic climate control. Over here is the mode button, so that sets if you want to turn the fan down. So they're your fan buttons. That's to turn off the AC off and on, which I probably can't do because it's an automatic. That's the mode button, so if you want to set it, for example, to demister mode, that turns on the front demisters, that turns on that sets it to position towards you and all that. That sets it to position towards you and the footwell, and also the footwell itself, and footwell and rear demisters. So that's how the if you want to control the positioning of your airflow, you press that button to control your positioning of your airflow. Over here is the demister button, so that's your front demister, rear demister, and this is your air circulation button, so if you want to get it from the atmosphere or just reflow through the cabin, that's the button to do that. The climate button is if you want to see the current position of your climate control, that shows you that, and it gives you actually a nice, generally graphical user interface that shows you what's the positioning of the air currently going through your air conditioning, and tells you what mode you are on, and telling you if it's on air conditioning and so forth. Why did I turn this on? Who knows? Up here is a mirror with me in it. Hi. You've got your cubby hole for your sunnies. This car's also got a nice big sunroof like so, which is very nice. There's your there's your interior lights like so. So you turn them on and off like so. That's to activate the sunroof, which I won't do that now because it is raining. And I do not want water in the car, and for the rent-a-car company to be upset with me, and for me to pay a lot more money to get this car repaired. So that's a no-no for today, unfortunately. If it was nicer and bright, absolutely, I will put the sunroof down and all that and show you guys how it works. But unfortunately, I can't do that today. This car also is equipped with a traditional handbrake. It does not come with one of those electronic handbrakes, which I actually don't prefer. I actually prefer these older ones because I just like the feeling of them, to be honest. Over here is your AUX and iPod plugs, so you can plug your AUX if you have like an old MP3 player, for example, and an iPod where you want to plug your iPod or your iPhone or so forth, or a USB flash drive. This car also comes equipped with two 12 volt cigarette lighter ports as well, so that's a very nice touch as well. What else? The seats are actually all leather. This car comes with leather seats, which are actually really comfortable. Very, very nice to sit in, and yeah, very, very, very comfortable. Even on hot days, it does not burn your ass like some other cars. Over here, you got your dual center console storage. Over there, you've got your second layer, not your second layer, I suppose you could call it second layer, your actual center console storage, and up here is your where you can put like other valuables like coins and whatnot as well. So basically, it's a two-story center console storage area. So yeah. What else? It's got chrome door handles as well, and it's also got cup holders in the back as well. So this car's actually only a 4-seater car, but to tell you the truth, I would not want to be sitting in the middle anyway if it had 5 seats. A car this size should only accommodate 4 people at most. Even the back seats, like I haven't sat in them myself, but they actually are not too bad to sit in. I remember I actually sat in a friend's car. Actually, she had the same car like this as well. And I remember sitting in the back seat of her car, and I was actually pretty comfortable with it, considering that I'm 6 feet tall. So that's actually that was actually really surprising as well. Hyundai did a good job with the back seats as well. I apologise for the noise because it is really noisy, but this is the rear of the car. Actually can show the back of the car and all that. It doesn't have any stupid decals and whatnot. These cars got rear parking sensors and all that, and it's also got a rear camera as you reverse behind, which is actually it's mandatory for this car because it doesn't, as you can see here, have the best field of view as you try to back out because it's not the best car to look back as you try to reverse. So Hyundai had to have a rear view camera. Over here it's got 18-inch wheels. These are Hankooks. What was it? Winners Prime 2 tires. 215 40 18s, if you can see right here. This car's also got proximity locking as well, so you don't need to take the key out as you try to lock the car, like so. My key's in my pocket at the moment, and I didn't need to take it out to lock it, so I actually like that a lot. Over here's the front of the car. It's got driver's headlights and all that down the bottom, as well as main July headlights like so. Not bad looking car as well. This car is famously known for having one door at the front, one door on the right, and two doors at the back like so. So this is only a 3-door car. Not too crazy about the handles though, being placed like that. A lot of car makers, like I think Renault, Holden, all of them have the handles, have cars that have the handles built in like that. I'm just not a big fan of it. So it only has one door for the back seats, as you can see right there. Your fuel cap, and yeah. Sorry to make this video of the outside of the car a bit rushed and all that. You can see it's raining out here and all that. And I'm going to try to get back inside because this rain is starting to get really bad. I apologise for that last part to be a bit short and a bit rushed and all that, because it is now raining and all that, and I didn't want to disappoint you guys by not giving you a tour of the outside of the car. And look, I'm trying to do it as best as I can. Like, I know I'm not perfect and all that, but I'm trying to learn as I go along as well. So, but if no one watching my videos at the same time, I wouldn't be doing this. So thank you for all you guys out there for watching my videos and all that as well. Like, I wouldn't be doing this otherwise. Oh yeah, another feature which I've just realised this car has is, under the sun visor, is you've got more lights for underneath the sun visor. So if you want to do your makeup and all that, or you want to take a selfie and all that, these are the mirrors. It's got mirrors to do that, and it's got a light as well. It's also got a Bluetooth, it's got a microphone right here for when you want to do your Bluetooth calls and all that. And that's pretty much it for the tour of the car. My thoughts. Some of the things I really don't like about this car, as you said, the view around the car, especially around the back area, is not the best. Like, it is sometimes hard to see around the back and a bit towards, like, the sides as well. So it doesn't have the best viewing angle and all that. I'm not also a fan of only having one door for the back seats. I would prefer if there was two doors for the back, but it's the style what Hyundai wanted to do. They wanted to try to do something different, I guess. But I guess that's just me being more having a preferred design than what the Hyundai designers were thinking of at the time. Another thing that can be a bit annoying is during city traffic, this car has a dual clutch gearbox and all that. I find that it's a bit of it's not challenging to drive, but I find that the dual clutch gearbox likes to fight me during city traffic and all that, which sometimes you put your foot down, it takes a while for it to engage your gear and all that, and then once it does, it just feels like it's like a jet lifting off. Like, I mean it. Sometimes you're trying to go start traffic, it can take a while for the gearbox to understand what you want to do and all that. But it's not one of the worst gearboxes I've ever driven and all that, but it is a bit of a challenge when it comes to city driving. On the highway, otherwise, it's actually really, really nice to drive. Like it is just so smooth and all that. Like, it's able to, especially if you use the sport shift on the steering wheel and all that, it's very, very, very responsive and actually fun to drive. Some other things is there's no actually grab handles where you can grab here and all that. That's what I'm surprised about this car as well, which I guess it doesn't really matter, but I would have preferred it. But Hyundai has compensated with having the handles actually built into the door, so I guess they work. Can't really tell. As I said, I only had this car for, what, 4 or 5 days at the moment and all that, and most of the time I've actually just been enjoying my stay here and all that, not trying to test out the car's performance. What I do like about this car though, after getting past the negativity points, is that for the price, I think these go for like, what, 28, 29,000. You get a lot of gear, like you get leather seats, you get reverse parking sensors, you get automatic headlights. That's another thing I forgot this car has, is automatic headlights. Doesn't have automatic wipers, but I'm not complaining. You get Bluetooth car audio, you get GPS, you get a trip computer, you get push button start. Like not many cars for this money has push button start in this like small car segment. The performance of this car is actually pretty decent. Considering this car's only got a 1.6 litre engine, the performance is actually really respectable. Like, this is probably comparable to like what a 15-year-old VX Commodore, for example. That's how good the performance is of this 1.6 litre engine. And in the highway traffic and all that, you actually get not bad fuel economy. Like, if I have a look at the fuel economy right here, this is me doing a bit of highway driving today. Not you. You get 7.3 litres per 100 k's. That's actually pretty respectable as well. And I have not been driving this like a grandma as well. It's a rent-a-car. You're not meant to be driving like a grandma in a rent-a-car. But no, it's actually pretty sporty while maintaining good fuel economy, and that's really nice. I've been saying a lot in this video, if anyone has noticed. The seats are actually really comfortable, if I haven't said that already. The viewing angle on the front is actually really nice. I actually do like the viewing angle at the front. The sound system, I'm not won't put up the music for too long. I'll just play whatever on 95.7.
I put it to the government spokesman, Zoltan Kovac.
And if I find... Don't know who sings that and all that, but I don't want to be caught by the copyright mafia and all that on YouTube. So, but the sound system is actually really banging. Like, I'm into my audio equipment a little bit and all that. I do like having a good sound system and all that, but if I bought this car, I would not touch the sound system at all. I know it's got tweeters right there, 2 speakers over here. They got another 2 speakers around here and at the back as well. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a speaker in the middle, and I believe there's a sub somewhere. So I don't know how many is in terms of total speakers as well, but it sounds phenomenal. I can't say anything bad about the sound system at all. And another thing as well is most of the controls, once you get your hands around it, are actually really nice. So the styling might not be my cup of tea, but the performance-wise, this car is actually really nice to drive. Considering you're on the highway, like, it's not perfect, but it's actually not bad as well. I actually wouldn't mind if, like, I know Hyundai has now proposed in Australia to release the Elantra turbo, and given how well this car drives as well, I actually wouldn't mind taking that for a spin when that comes out. So if I can get my hands on that car maybe sometime in the future, I'll definitely be doing a video. Hell, if I even like the car, I might even consider saving up and buying it in the next couple of years. Depends how... Like, my BA's on 330,000 Ks at the moment, and that's still driving fine, and I'm not planning to get rid of the car until it dies, essentially. But if I'm up for a market for another car, yeah, definitely I'll be considering it like an Elantra Turbo. But anyway, so hope you guys like this video. I did the best I can considering that it's raining and all that, and considering I haven't been doing any YouTube videos for like the last year or so because I've just had so much crap at the moment to do with new jobs, family stuff and whatnot. You know how it is. But yeah, hope you guys like this video, and I hopefully can get another car to try it sometime soon. Alrighty, I can't promise you like in like tomorrow or very soon, but I'll try to get something as best I can. Alrighty, catch you guys later, and feel free to leave a comment down below. Alrighty, take care.